What up, world? It's Drex. Finally got like a mic, so we're gonna see how these go. Who knows? Maybe the audio is maybe you can't even hear me right now. I hope you can. I did one of the videos right after it rained, and I think I messed my mic up. So we're gonna see how this one goes. I'm on top of a parking garage at a random Target. I'm getting tired, honestly, of going somewhere new every day, but we're gonna stick with it. I just want to catch y'all up on where I'm at and a lot of the art I'm about to be putting out and a lot of the art I want to be making this year. So yeah, that's the point of this video. So first of all, the art we're about to put out is a lot of what we've been filming on tour. We just got back a month ago from Europe, and a lot of that trip was just the tour, but a lot of that trip was filming music videos and just filming videos in general. Like, I was about to set my camera here. That looks dangerous as hell. Far way down. But yeah, a lot of the point of the trip was to film these videos. My homie Colin from Cultivision came out and just was constantly filming. Same with Connor, was constantly filming, and we just have so much from. I mean, dude, I was thinking about it. Last year we went on like 3 tours, damn near in like a year. In a year span, we pretty much did three tours. Which one of them we had to like throw ourselves. One of them was canceled a week before, and one of them I found out I was opening for Token like a week before we went or some shit. So I learned so much on these 3 tours, and they really did. They taught me so much about just, hold on, I'm gonna set the camera up here. They just taught me so much about what I want to be. Let me fix this. Problem with these one takes is I gotta like do the camera and set it up. Did that make it better or worse? Hold up. I think that's better, right? That's better? Roast me in the comments if it's not. Fuck it. Man, I hope you can hear me. I really don't know. But the fire shit about this mic is if you can hear me forever now, I can kind of just do this and walk away, and you can still hear me at the same way you could before, which is sick, because I can just like go adventure way more now. I can go far away as fuck. I can get cooler shots. Anyway, what was I on about? All the videos. Yeah, we shot a fuck ton of music videos. Really fire shit, man. All just about adventure and about, taking y'all on the journey we just went on. And it's cool because like a lot of them were just run and gun, no think, and a lot of them were just like, how do we make like the most cinematic shots based out of the experience we're having and based out of the journey we're on. So whether it was like some of them are filmed like in the venues, some of them are filmed like in the Airbnbs we stayed at. We stayed in a windmill in Amsterdam, and so that music video is crazy. We shot one for, I don't want to ruin. I right before I shot this, I was like looking at all the notes of all the videos. There's like 10, I think, total that are almost ready, and like I'm gonna drop one a week. And I was gonna come on here and I think I was gonna just explain all of them, but I don't want to ruin all of them. But it's some of my favorite songs. It's some of the songs that I know a lot of y'all like have just like lived with for like years and years now. And like honestly, what made me want to do the visuals flood of 2025 is I realized I've been making a lot of music and putting it out, but I haven't been making a lot of visuals that for the ones that really are connecting. And playing the shows reminded me of that. Finn actually pointed it out. There's all these records that I put out just like kind of scattered and loosely over the years. And they weren't on albums, they weren't on projects, but like they hit and like people like them. And like there's such a difference in like the streaming versus the live shows. And like all last year was about the journey of trying to figure out that side of things. It was like, how do we convert what we've done so successfully on the streaming side to the live shows? Because like I always say it, like I know how real it is. I know how many of y'all are listening out there. But at the same time, I don't do a great job at like putting myself out there and then like finding y'all and then letting you know about the shows or letting you know about the merch. So for me, it was a lot of an uphill battle. But one of the really the biggest positives from the tour in general was just seeing live what songs connect and just what songs connect in different spots. And it's really cool to see it line up. Like, I can look at like my Spotify or some shit, and like sometimes it lines up, sometimes it doesn't. But like, it's really cool when I see like, a lot of people listen to this one song in this one place, and then we go play that place, and it matches, because it makes me believe in all this so much more. It makes me believe like, damn, there really is a million of y'all out there, you know, which is like a crazy number. But I really do think it's real. I think, you know, maybe there's not a million people who like really fucks with like what we're doing that deeply yet, but I do know there's thousands. And even that's just so cool, man. Like, that's such a fucking freeing feeling. That's all I ever wanted, man, was to make some shit and drop it. So anyway, that's kind of what we're gonna be rolling out, is a lot of visuals, and then the documentary of these tours we were on, and just like the experience that's been, and then probably turn the page to a new chapter, which is like kind of back to that all I've ever wanted concept. This is it, man. We here. Yeah. I think this year I want to just put my all into this idea of making something and showing the world. I got this concept I call the creative life cycle. And I think when ideas can become reality, and then you can show the world, and you can just complete more and more of those creative life cycle laps, the more you do that, the better you get at just creating in general. And I think the better the art connects in general, because it feels fresh and you can feel the momentum and the energy in it. So for me, there's a lot of ideas that I just didn't get to put out last year. I had this album I was working on called Allegory of the Cave, and like I was in this era of like really trying to understand. Hath No Fury taught me a lot about what I hear sonically that I really connect with on a feeling level, because I made 100 records when I wasn't feeling good, and I just did it out of this place of play, don't think. And then when it was time to like release stuff, I just listened to what I had made, and there was so many of them that I connected with that had this similar feeling, and that's what became Hath No Fury. And so with that in mind, I just want to do a lot of that this year. Just get lost in the play, and lost in like kind of the freedom of just making some shit, and like really figuring out what I'm connecting with in the moment and flooding. But at the same time, I realized when I was first coming up, when I was first making records, like I was putting out a song a week, because I was trying to speed run those creative life cycle laps that I was talking about, and figure out how do I make these songs, and what does it take, and what, you know, I need to have the mic ready, because you know, I talked about this in another video I did recently, but it's like the difference in creating when you're trying to figure out how to create, versus once you've figured out how to create, you can get lost in that flow state. The difference between your inspiration and your feeling and the idea you have versus it existing and getting transmitted into reality, whether that's a music video, whether that's this video, man. I had this idea for this video. I was taking a shower like 15 minutes ago, and I was like, you know what I want to talk about today? I want to talk about what I'm going to be doing this year. And then boom, I can do it really quick and like in a decently high quality way that like effectively communicates an idea. So anyway, the music is the same shit, man. Once I learned like you can have the studio set up, and like then you can all like, sometimes I'll be driving in the car and I get an idea for a record and I write the rap, and like if you write music, you know, like a lot of times you gotta get it out. If I write a record, bro, if I got the melody and how I'm saying shit, a lot of times I gotta do it in that moment, because that moment in time is so special. And so the better you can have it set up to where you can come back and create, or you can take that idea and turn it into reality quicker. You can get lost in it. I forget where I was going with all that. There was somewhere. But yeah, man, I just want to get lost in that a lot more. Oh yeah, within doing that, I realized, all right, doing that's great, but then trying to evolve and like having this idea of like, again, where do I lack, you know? Because I'm good at music. I'd say I'm good at music now. Like I can make good records. Like my baseline for a record, like if I go to make a song now, it's gonna be pretty good. But I'm like, there's more. There's like levels, and like there's levels to like me being able to communicate these ideas. I'm not the best producer. You know, I can produce a little bit, but it's like I'm not the best. And like there's areas in that I want to be better. And like I'm not the best engineer, but I'm like, I'm not the best at recognizing, the main one that I'm not the best at, that I really want to be at least better at, man, is understanding where a sound is and what I hear in my head and how to bring it to life more. And to me, where I was in this very, like, what was catching my ear constantly was constantly this, like, very lo-fi, like, quick sound. You know, like ideas that could like be really curated quicker and quicker. I could go online, I could go on YouTube, flip through a bunch of feelings, and they could be like, there's a bunch of ideas that were already ready that hit the feeling I want. And then now I'm like, last year I was on some, like, how do I take that and, like, really, oh my bad, I messed this up. How do I take that and really evolve it? How do I take that and take a lot of these inspirations from, like, Oblivion or Kanye West, or, like, a lot of these, like, bigger production, more, like, cinematic feeling shit, and then blend that with the sound. And it's just so much fucking work, yo. I can't drop a song a week like that. So I got lost in this, long tangent, but I got lost in this bag of, like, trying to evolve to that place. And I'm still trying to evolve to that place. And I want to rap more, and I want to be, like, really, like, bro, when I first started rapping, like, I wanted to be, like, the best lyricist in the game. And it was like, I'm trying to get back in that bag of, like, all of these crafts that I've just worked on for so long and then have gotten distracted with, like, the journey, man. I want to just get back in that place of play. And so whether it's the raps, or whether it's these kind of videos, or whether it's the music videos, or whether it's the tours, and then whether it's the live, bro, I get no time to put into my live show. Y'all watch the documentary. I get no time, even when we're playing the shows, to actually go do the live shows. So, yeah, I'm just excited to get lost in all of that this year. So, anyway, I don't really want to spoil what all that is going to look like, because I just want to do it. I might change my mind next week, and that's the point. But I think it's going to be a lot of travel. I think it's going to be a lot of adventure. I think it's going to be a lot of these. I'm going to do one of these a day. I think it's going to be a lot of music videos. I just fucking love making music videos. And what else? Just a lot of me and the homies, like, doing some cool fly shit. And, like, the more I want to find, like, there was this era where I would just, like, find other creatives and we'd make some shit and we'd show the world. And at the time, the world was like 2 people. And now I think, you know, maybe it's not still that many people, but I know it's thousands, and I know that shit and that momentum stacks. And I just want to get lost into that shit and see what happens. That's about it. So I hope y'all enjoy what we make. I think you're really gonna like a lot of the videos we're getting ready to drop. If you've been rocking, if you've been listening, I think you're really gonna like a lot of these records. And then I think you're really gonna like, oh damn, I was gonna set the camera up again. Dude, my arm gets so tired holding this damn camera. But yeah, I think y'all gonna like, yeah. Okay, I hope y'all like it. If not, I'm gonna do it anyway. That's about it. Whatever. What else? Life update. That was kind of the idea. I'm trying to come up with, like, an idea for the video before I go and make them, because I realize they get better and I get, like, a cleaner stream of consciousness when I'm just, like, rambling in the middle of a parking garage in Target. Let's go over here, actually. Let's go to the other side. Bro, I love parking garages. When I was like first kind of just on my own in life, I was not in the best headspace. Felt very alone. Just, you know, growing up type shit. And I would always go on the parking garages because you can find them everywhere, and you can just, like, look over wherever you're at. And I still, oh damn, oh, there we go. I still love doing that shit. I would, there was this one time, I went to, like, it's a good story. I went to, oh damn, that's the train tracks right there. I didn't even notice. Hold up, let's see if I can catch it. Will it focus? Will it focus? Bang! Maybe we catch a train going by. There was one night when, man, my arm is tired of holding this camera. Hold up. All right. There was one night where, I went to college for, like, a week. I knew I wasn't supposed. I don't even know how I got through high school, to be honest, man. I knew I was done with school from, like, probably, like, 8th grade, middle school, or freshman year of high school, 8th grade, middle school. But yeah, somehow, I don't know, I was pretending to go to school, and within one of those first weeks I was there, it really was only a couple weeks, but I met this kid randomly who was also, I was just on my loner shit, man. I'd be friendly with people and like, you know, I don't know, just like meet people throughout the day, but I wasn't really talking to nobody like that OD, and like I just met this other kid who was kind of like that, and I had just started like skating, not really, but like just like point A to point B, like hop on a board, go vision quest. I think we had like longboards or some shit. But anyway, I met him, or no, yeah, that's what it was. I think he had 2 longboards, and we were just like in like the dorms and like the hallways or some shit. And he was like, or I had seen like in his crib, I'd seen the longboards. I was like, yo, you want to go just like randomly vision quest? And like we randomly just rode these boards all the way around, just like the whole like campus and all the way, just like, bro, we rode around like so far. And then at the end, like we went up this like parking garage, and like I think we ended up like running from some people. Like it was just a cool night. But then I started doing that more and more, like with friends along. Like once I came back to Orlando, and once I was like, yeah, even when I was less lonely, I would like get some friends, and like we would do this thing where we put headphones in, and we would all like sync our phones up and like pull up an album. There's this one album called Los Angeles by Flying Lotus, and it's this really trippy like lo-fi type album. And that's the best one. Y'all should do this for real. Like if you're looking for something to do, whether it's a walk or whether it's a bike ride or just like adventure in general, even a car ride, or like just I don't know. It's better in person, to be honest, but get with like somebody else or like a couple people, ideally on like a bike or some shit that you can really go fast, and like ideally honestly in like a populated area like a city, but even if you're just in the middle of nowhere, fuck it. And the higher up you can get the garage, and end it on the parking garage. That's how we always ended it. We'd like find a random parking garage and go up it. But find an album and get all like the phones pulled up and just like press play at the same time. Like make sure it's like the synced, like really synced up same time. And like, bro, that shit is so fire, because what'll happen is you'll hear certain shit in the music while you're like on your adventure. So like we would ride through like downtown in Orlando, and like some crazy shit, bro. It'd be like middle of the night or like middle of the weekend. So like popping downtown, like people are out, and we're just lost in like our headphones. And that shit is so cool, because like there'll be like drum breaks and like crashes and like just crazy glitch shit. And what'll happen is like shit in real life will sync up with the music. And it's so trippy, because you and whoever you're with are the only people experiencing this. And like you'll get lost, and like somebody, I don't know, it's such a fly adventure. All right, I think that's all I got. I'm tired of holding this damn camera, but that's what I'm up to. And yeah, this was a cool one. This one's cool because I came up with this idea like 10 minutes ago, or whenever we started this, 10 minutes before the video. And these are becoming way more like effortless, I feel like. I hope this mic got all that. Peace, I'll see y'all tomorrow.